Hello everyone. We are going to deal with the chapter 5 from Science of Standard 6th. The name of the chapter is Substances in the Surroundings, Their States and Properties. I have divided the chapter into 3 parts. Today we will see part 1. Students, in our day-to-day life, we see so many substances in our surroundings. In which state do they all occur? In nature, every substance occurs in a specific state. Accordingly, that substance is called a solid, liquid, or gas. So, the substances that we see in our surroundings will be of these three states only. For example, table, chair, water, petrol, kerosene, oxygen, etc. We have to categorize these things whether it is in a solid state, liquid state, or in a gaseous state. So in this chapter, we are going to study about the substances that we see in our surroundings and their states and the properties. So before we proceed further with this chapter, let us recall about one important thing, that is the state of matter. State of matter. Matter means anything that occupies space and has mass. All the physical objects are composed of matter, and the property of the matter can be easily observed by its state. So, there are three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. Air is an example of matter. Even you and me are an excellent example of matter because we have mass and occupy space. Likewise, let us take the example of water as an example of matter. Water is found in nature in three states: solid, liquid, and gaseous state. In all the three states, the individual particles of water remains the same. However, the arrangement of the particles in each of these states is different. In solid state, the particles of matters are very close to each other. So the particles hold each other very tightly. That is, there is a strong force of attraction between them. In liquid state, the particles are closely together but little far than that of the solid particles. So the force of the attraction is weaker than the particles in the solid. In gases, the particles of matter are very far away from each other. So, the force of attraction between them is very weak. So, we see the differences in the properties of solid, liquid, and gases. All the substances in the nature have a particulate form. That is, they are made up of particles. So, students, we have recalled about the state of matter, which we have already studied in our previous class, 5th standard, under the state of substances. Now let us see in detail how the state of substance changes. Change of state of substances. Students, take pieces of wax in a bowl. Now heat them on a candle or spirit lamp. How do the pieces of wax change? The pieces of wax changes due to the heat provided on the bowl. What was the initial state of wax? The wax was in a solid state. What did it get converted into? Due to heat, it has converted into liquid state. Now, keep the same bowl in the cold water and see what happens. Now, the liquid state of wax will convert again into a solid state of wax. This is change of state of wax. That is change of state of substances. So, when a substance changes from one state to another, the process is called change of state of substances. Students, look at the picture carefully. Which ones freeze in winter? The ghee will get frozen in winter. It will change from liquid state to solid state. Which liquid have you seen change into vapor? The spirit. When the lid of the spirit lamp is kept open, then it will change into vapor. That is, it will change from liquid state to gaseous state. Which solids directly change into gaseous state? Naphthalene bonds and camphor. When both are kept in an open place, it will directly change from solid state to gaseous state. So, what do we learn from this? Every substance is found in either solid, liquid or gaseous state. If it is heated or cooled, it changes its state. So, when a substance changes from one state to another, that process is known as a change of state of substances. Students, do you know who is he? His name is J. Willard Gibbs. In the 19th century, he was a scientist who showed that the characteristics properties of a substance depend on its physical state and the arrangement of particles in it. Next is the differences between the state of substances. First is solid. Examples of solid are a piece of iron, metals, etc. Solid has a shape of its own, no matter how it is kept, but it retains the shape. It has a definite volume. Solids like sugar, sand, when poured on a flat surface, it forms a heap. Second one, liquid. It does not have a shape of its own. Takes the shape of the container in which the liquid is kept. It has a specific volume. If kept in a container, it occupies certain space. But if spread on a flat surface, it starts flowing. For example, water, oil, milk, etc. Third is gaseous. Occupies all the available space as it does not have a shape of its own. It does not have a fixed volume. If kept under pressure in a closed container, its volume also changes. For example, air, vapor, etc. Next, heat and change of physical state. Change in physical state of a substance is due to the effect of heat. Solids on heating change their state into liquid. Liquids on heating change their state into gas. Similarly, the gases when cooled convert into liquid, and liquids when cooled can change into solids. Heating means gaining heat while cooling is losing heat. The temperature and a thermometer. When a substance gets heat, it becomes warm and then hot. Students, sometimes we do put our hands or a finger in the water to judge how hot it is, but that is not an accurate measure. A thermometer is used to measure the temperature of a substance. Degrees Celsius is a unit for measuring the temperature. There are several types of thermometer available in the market, but nowadays digital thermometers are used frequently. Students, this is about recording the temperature. Observe the picture of thermometer carefully. This is about thermometer. In thermometer, the bulb at its lower end is filled with mercury. The mercury rises to a certain level in a capillary tube above the bulb. You will see a scale next to the mercury column. Reading the figure near the level of the mercury tells us the temperature of air around the bulb of the thermometer. So student, if you have a thermometer at home, you can try this activity. Hold the thermometer in water so that the bulb is completely immersed in water, and read the temperature of the water. Student, look at the picture on your left hand side. You can see the mixture of ice and water. The temperature of ice and water is 0 degrees Celsius. Now look at the next picture. You can see the mixture of steam and water. First, the temperature of water was at 0 degrees Celsius. But when the water is heated, its temperature gradually rises towards upward and reached one point, that is 100 degrees Celsius. This is the actual temperature of boiling water. So student, you can try this activity taking some hot water in vessel and cold water or ice water in another vessel, and note down the temperature of both hot and the cold water. But remember students, if you are going to try this activity at home, please try this under the observation of your parents. Please don't try this alone. Students, look both the images on your left hand side. The image with the green tick mark is the right way to hold the conical flask, and the image with the red cross mark is the wrong way. So always be careful while holding the hot conical flask. Now on your right hand side, there are some examples and their temperatures are shown. So come on, let's go through and remember that. The temperature of the boiling water is 100 degrees Celsius. The temperature of freezing water is 0 degrees Celsius. The temperature of air in the winter night is less than 15 degrees Celsius. The temperature of air in summer afternoon is more than 35 degrees Celsius. The temperature inside a fridge is less than 5 degrees Celsius. The temperature inside the freezer is less than minus 18 degrees Celsius. The temperature of the body is approximately 37 degrees Celsius. So students, here we end with part 1. Remaining chapter we will see in next 2 parts. That is in part 2 and in part 3. Thank you.